This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world. I'm Bruce. And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Hey, Bruce.
Jody.
How are you?
I am great today.
I'm glad to hear that. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
I kind of wanted to talk today. I couldn't remember if we had really talked much about this, but like quieting those inner critics in your head, like the like negative self-talk, maybe that kind of stuff. I know I struggle with that from time to time about when I want to try new things or put myself for a promotion or a new job. Sometimes I get sucked back a little bit by whatever little voices in my head every once in a while. So I wanted to kind of talk about ways that either I have or the dog has helped me.
If you heard that dog in the background, that's a bonus Easter egg for you.
Yep. How I've dealt with that and how I've tried to overcome that or work on that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's good. And I think we all run into those issues where, we don't feel like we're good enough, or we have, we're unsure about things, and how you push back against those, I think, makes a big difference, because sometimes that is the only difference between being successful and not in some cases. Yeah,
it can be. And I think there's a balance of like, there's some healthy aspects of that and unhealthy.
Right.
You do something, you put yourself out there, and then you come back and you're like, okay, how did I do? How can I be better? All that kind of stuff. Like, I think there's a little, like, being your own critic there's okay, healthy amounts of that, but
totally
not so much that it prevents you from doing things or going out there or whatever it is. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, I'm with you. I feel like we should probably open the beer early in this episode.
Okay, you need beer already.
Yes, we're getting deep. We're getting deep.
So today's beer is from Caldera. What is it? Caldera Kettle Series. Sorry,
fancy.
Caldera Brewing Company in Ashland, Oregon. Toasted Coconut Chocolate Porter. So it's got like a tropical scene, but there's like a witch's kettle brewing in there with, I would assume, the beer. They're brewing the beer in there.
I like it. A kettle series. So
yeah, I don't know anything
brewed in a
about
kettle.
That. Yeah, here,
I don't know what the.
Oh,
thank you. I don't know what the. I'm guessing it means it's special.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
kettle series.
Yeah, don't normally brew in a kettle, so there we go. All right.
Well, I'll try and look it up.
Let's see.
Drink fresh, do not age. Okay, cool.
Smell a little.
Real hand-toasted coconut chips and pure natural chocolate creates this complex porter. Smooth and velvety with a pronounced coconut chocolate aroma, flavor, and finish.
Wow, that's good.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I definitely get the chocolate and the coconut. It's it tastes like a dessert without the sweetness.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's got everything else that you would expect out of a...
Pour some of this for myself.
Yeah, absolutely. This is good. I like this. Very smooth. Very easy to drink.
Easy drinking. We like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow, it is really.
I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see here.
Thank you, Caldera Brewing Company.
Interesting.
So I this popped up a little bit. I am taking or took an improv class series, and you're up there just, trying new things and doing something different. And it was some of it was really hard at first. Like, oh my God, I'm not doing it right. Or that was like, I'm not doing it right. Why am I so stupid? Whatever. And I'm like, everyone else is new to this too. Why am I trying to be perfect? Like, I'm trying something new. Be okay with stumbling and figuring it out and fumbling your way through it so that I can get better, not trying to be perfect right out of the gate. So I had to kind of, I think I will always, it'll be there a little bit, but I think just practicing and putting myself out there more and trying new things, I think helps me be better at not listening to that inner voice as much.
Sure.
Like, it's still there, but I'm not letting it stop me from doing the things I want to try, or
I think that's the goal. I think that the goal is to not. Everybody has that. You always have that voice in your head. For me, those things are always there, and I will stress and obsess about things, especially if there's something coming up that I'm going to be doing that I know is generally outside of my comfort zone. Mm-hmm. I will stress and I'll worry about it up until the day I'm doing the thing. Mm-hmm. Then I am pretty good at just shutting that off. I just turn it off and just go do the thing.
Okay.
And what I've found is that I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to do things and do them better than anyone else. I just have to do a thing. And when you do it and you get out there and you try it, if you're not putting that kind of pressure on yourself, it makes it a lot easier to do the thing, but then also to step back after you're done and go, okay, what happened here? Mm-hmm. To look at it, and you can take positives from it, and you can also learn from things. Yeah. And that's how you learn and you get better at doing
you learn and grow.
Anything.
Yeah, you have to evaluate and kind of deconstruct. Did I die? Did I, was I the worst person at it, or was I whatever? No, nothing horrible happened.
Most times,
nothing
it's not as bad as you would expect.
Yeah.
And even if it turns out to not be a great experience, you can look at it and see
different next time.
How do you learn from it, and how do you move forward?
Yeah. Do you ever journal about that? Do you do journal any kind of writing?
I don't really. If there's something like that, I like to talk it out.
Okay.
Kind of process that way.
Yeah, I'm not much of a journal either. But I know that helps a lot of people sort of process the feelings, just what am I feeling? What's going on? Just to get it out.
Right.
One way. Don't just let it either talk it out or write it out, or, even if you're not really talking with the dog or whatever, if you need to, just to kind of process through what's going on and not hold it in, I think is a really good thing too.
That's huge. It is, because it's very easy for us to keep things inside and not talk about them and let that stuff kind of fester and build up. And if it does, then it just makes it more difficult. And a lot of times I think we kind of feel it's not uncommon for people to feel like they are alone in feeling something, or that they don't have anyone to talk to, or they don't have options, or they can't share a certain thing.
Yeah.
And you can almost always find some way to share what you're feeling. Mm-hmm. It's not always easy, but it is worth it when you do.
Yeah. And I think, again, we've kind of talked about this being men or masculine. Typically, the thing is, we're not supposed to have feelings or talk about them. But I think that that mentality is really unhealthy for us. And I think we need to start breaking that sort of cycle of, yeah, we have feelings. Yeah, we have self-doubts. That doesn't make us lesser or not men or whatever.
Totally.
Owning your stuff and dealing with it is better than not. And
it is. It is.
Finding that person that you can talk to about it, whether it's in person or on the phone or in a chat or whatever, however.
There's very little value in not sharing things and just internalizing them. Mm-hmm. Talking through, working through things, figuring out how best to move forward is important, and it will help you in the long run. So it's the same with this kind of stuff. It's very easy for us, especially, we all have different reasons in our lives that we may feel like we're less. The world sets you up for that. I mean, everything out there in pop culture and all of that has been that way for so long. So you've got all those things. You've also, a lot of people have family stuff or things from growing up that cause those issues. So being able to work through those things in different ways is important. If you can do that, and you can start you can stop, take a look at that, and figure out how best to move forward, it's going to make a big difference.
Mm-hmm. And I think, like I said, think about what sort of advice you would give someone else if they were to come to you with those sort of things.
Right.
What would you tell your friend if they said, "Oh, I can't do this because I'm so stupid," or I can't, whatever, the feelings or the thing. Just think about your best friend or someone that you care about. If they came to you, what would you say to them? And then you can sort of be like, oh, well, why can't I heed my own advice that I would give to a friend, kind of thing. Just think about those. The advice you'd give someone else, I think, is a kind of a fun or an exercise to do.
Absolutely.
For yourself.
There are also, there are a lot of things that we don't want to take from Silicon Valley. I'll throw that out there first and foremost. But one of the things that does stand out to me is that there's this idea of building something, getting it out there, and then iterating, not waiting for it to be perfect to get it out and do it. And that's really important. So it's really like that in life. If you wait to do something until it's exactly perfect, you're either not going to get it done or you're going to miss the boat and
somebody else
have something out there.
Yeah. I mean, perfection should never be your goal. Being better than you were the day before on whatever project or thing should be the goal, not perfection.
Do things you're proud of, create things
as long
you're
as
proud
you're
of.
improving on whatever thing that you want to be working on, that's you should be proud of that. Like, no one's wanting perfect. Perfect is boring.
Take baby steps.
Baby steps, whatever. There's all those different things. 1% better, whatever.
And I think you could apply that to all of this. Is if you're looking at getting out of your comfort zone, do it in small bits. You don't have to just go all in on something.
Yeah, you don't have to get up on stage and recite a thing or do a play or what.
Work up to it.
Yeah, just
get out there more. Be around other people. Talk about your feelings in different ways. Try things that are a little bit out of your comfort zone. Things that when you might normally be like, no, I'm just going to go home. Don't do that. Go out and do something with other people, or try something that is against your first instinct, because a lot of times you're
trying to protect yourself and close yourself in so you don't get criticized, or you think that everyone's going to notice whatever thing that you're obsessing or thinking about.
I like to think that in the long run, most of these things that we're trying to make agonizing decisions about aren't really going to matter at all, and they don't.
In the long run.
The long run.
Yeah.
And life is pretty short, so doing the things that matter to you is what's really important. So figure it out.
Live an interesting life and do interesting things.
Yes.
And it's those repetitions of putting yourself out there and doing things that'll quiet those inner. It has for me. Because I'm doing it.
Right.
Show yourself that you can do it. Whatever little bit that you do it every day.
Totally.
Like, it really does make a difference. And
and just to reiterate, we're not saying that it's always going to be easy.
No.
But putting that effort in and trying is worth it.
Well, it's effort. It's work. You have to put the work in to make things better.
Yes.
If you actually want it. So.
Agreed. I feel good about this. I think this is...
It's good just to kind of put it out there. You can always reach out to us if you need to. You can send us messages. We can try to give more resources if needed. We can try and point you in the right directions.
Yeah.
Find an improv class for you to take or something.
Yes, it sounds like it did it for you. That's the way to go.
It's been fun.
Nice.
So, thanks, Bruce, for coming along on this deep subject for today.
This was great, and some great beer as well.
Yes.
So, yes.
Caldera Kettle Series.
Yes.
All right.
Is there anything else that we want to...
I keep forgetting about our little... What's going on with... You go first.
Our segment here at the end of the episode, just talking about what's up and kind of what we're interested in, what we're doing, that kind of thing. I am... I don't know. I don't have a ton this week. Now it's the rainy season is sort of starting here in Portland. I've been riding my bike.
Yeah.
But now it's starting to rain.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, you know what? I'll be fine. Shorts, a hoodie. I'll be okay. I'm not okay. It's cold as hell. Mm-hmm. So I am on the search for clothes that are good for, wet weather. Mm-hmm. That will actually cover a plus size body. Okay. I don't have a ton of options as of yet, but if you're listening to this and you ride bikes and you deal with crappy weather, I'd love to hear what you are into and what you're wearing. Any kind of tips, really, anything would be great. Because I'm really loving riding my bike, and I would like to continue doing that since it generally doesn't snow here. It just rains, and I feel like, if you have to get out in it. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
What is going on with me? Just getting ready for like crazy holiday shopping season at work, trying to just get prepared and planned and ready to throw the plans out when it, whatever.
We're going to have to talk about like gift guides, some gift suggestions.
Yeah, we will do that definitely. But I've just been getting the team at work ready and trained and prepped. Oh, I got a new assistant manager.
Nice.
He started this last week. So
awesome.
He had his 2 weeks of training and now he's in my store and things are going good. I'm excited.
Off to a good start.
Things are lining up. People are getting into their roles. So
nice.
I'm excited for a rough
a happy holiday.
Happy holidays.
There we go. All right.
Thanks,
Perfect.
Bruce.
Yeah, thanks, Jody.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Share our episodes and give us a couple likes.
Please.
Like us. Please.
We want you to like us.
Please.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.